So, with Endgame 24 days away, I figured I'd do my anticipation video, which I'd like to share with you guys. And I have to say, I'm beyond hyped. I really am. I love Marvel quite a bit, actually, quite a lot. And I think that what they've done so far is fantastic to start something and then continue it through as an expanding storyline, if you want to say, and how the movies have all connected and how they've all overlapped, and there's been parts and at times it's been a bit cheesy where they've gone a little bit too much to have those Easter eggs in there and stuff like that. But as a geek, you tend to love that stuff, and you want more of it. And I always tend to love it, a bit too much sometimes. I just want to say, but anyway, I want to say my excitement sometimes gets to the point of being fearful, in the sense that I don't think it's gonna fail, and I don't think it's going to to suck or bomb financially. I mean, if I love a bad movie, I love a bad movie. I really don't care. Never been that kind of guy. I mean, I love Howard the Duck, and people hate that movie, but I can sit down and watch it anytime. And so we're looking back and what we've seen, what they've done with Iron Man, and then they've moved forward, and the little hints that they gave here and there, and just building up to Thanos very slowly, who happens to be my second favorite Marvel villain. I'm a Doctor Doom fan first and foremost, and Thanos is right there with Magneto close behind. But I was as a kid, I really started getting deep into reading and understanding comics back in the late '70s, and you read Thanos's rise and the stories, and his first quest to destroy the universe, which was stopped by the original Captain Marvel, and his second attempt when he discovered the soul gems before he discovered what they really are. He tried to use them to create a machine to snuff out the stars and destroy solar systems and eventually galaxies, and as it went on, and his defeat at the hands of Adam Warlock, and then when he was brought back in the '90s with the Infinity Gauntlet, which was, till this day, in my opinion, one of the best villain, you know, stop the villain conquest type stories. And it's held up. It's held up quite a bit. I read it recently again. And as they were introducing Thanos in the movies, I mean, come on, everybody went ape shit when you saw that scene at the end of the Avengers. It was just, he didn't even have to say a word. All he did was just stand up, look over, and smile, and all you guys were sold. Nobody could lie that they weren't sold on that. And the build up, it was there. It was like, oh wow, what is this? Look what we got here. And I was insane. I think I shook my friend Av, and I almost knocked his head off. From like, oh my god, it's fucking Thanos. But and then to see him again in Guardians of the Galaxy, and just that look on his face, and when that chair turned around in the air, and his utter disdain for Ronan, and then when he uttered those words about I'll bathe the starways in your blood. I was like, this is amazing, and just that little tidbit of hearing Josh Brolin's voice as Thanos, which when I first heard that he was playing Thanos, I was like, he got this. He absolutely has this. Okay. And it's funny, one of the Goonies is Thanos now, right? But anyway, and it builds up from there. And then when you come and you see him at the end of Age of Ultron, that one little tidbit when he puts on the glove, and he goes, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And then silence. Most of all of Phase 3, you don't hear about, you don't see Thanos. There's a hint of an Infinity Stone here with Doctor Strange. And I gotta admit, I really didn't like that part, as far as, having another Infinity Stone on Earth. But they worked it very well. They tied it in very well. And when they came and it was time for Infinity War, and they did an amazing job with the trailers. And they were showing things in trailers that were not in the movie. We were all upset when we didn't see the Hulk in Wakanda. But I think the payoff was way better. And then, finally, what they delivered with Infinity War was amazing. It was a villain's movie. And you could say whatever you want about it being part Iron Man story, part Thor story. As a huge Thor fan, I really, really loved that he had so much to do in there. I wasn't a huge fan of Thor Ragnarok. I'll be honest with you right now. And matter of fact, I'm first and foremost, my favorite superhero of all time is Thor. But as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes, I feel like they never properly delivered. Hemsworth does a good job, but the material was never really there. But he has charm and he sold it, and I was like, he could do Thor when done right, and I think the Russos actually did Thor way better than he was in the other movies, and so it was a part Thor story, it's a part Iron Man story, but at its heart, it's Thanos' movie. It's a supervillain's movie. Um, his quest and his drive and his absolute belief that what he's doing is right, and we don't see that much. We really, really don't. Um, is he the best on-screen superhero villain, supervillain in a movie? It's still, in my opinion, neck and neck there with him and Heath Ledger's Joker. Both motivated, both with drive, an agenda. You know, one dedicated to chaos and anarchy, and the other one dedicated to order and balance. It's like two sides, of a coin, each one of them. But I think that what we're gonna see in Endgame might change the game quite a bit. I mean, it's a 3 hour movie. Well, 3 hour and 2 minute movie. So don't drink a lot of soda when you go see it, guys. Okay, but I mean, to think, what can they give us? I'll be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this right now. I know the internet goes crazy with these quantum suits and the quantum suits, and they're calling everything quantum suits, but you've never heard these words come out of the Russo brothers' mouths. You know, the concept of time travel again. Oh, it has to be time travel. Me and in part this is my fear. I hate time travel. I hate when time travel is used to fix things. You know, I was a huge fan of Star Trek: The Next Generation until the final episode, when time travel was how they saved the day, and they went back and they changed everything. And when I read that Kevin Feige is a huge fan of that episode and stuff, I got a bit worried. But I'm gonna put that all aside because so far they really haven't absolutely failed my expectations. There's been a few movies I've been a little disappointed in. I want to say Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Thor Ragnarok, and recently Captain Marvel. But with Endgame, I again it's that anticipation and that jitter of how good it's gonna be, or whether, oh my god, are they gonna mess this up? Oh my god, this might be the most awesome thing ever. And but we'll see. And I'll be back with you guys, and we're gonna go into this a little bit deeper. And I'll see you guys till then. Later.